Okay, we just changed the tape. We'd like to thank our cameraman, Scott Crooksmith, who's on the camera. And he just changed the tape, and he's been a very good helper, and we'd like to thank God for him. Now this shot, the rainbow, Goosey's going to try it, but we discovered something on Goosey shooting it, that he needed to hit the ball a little bit higher up on the rail, and he has to hit, if you look at the clock system, you have 12 o'clock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, he's hitting about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, somewhere in there to get spin on the ball, because the spin on the ball about 11 o'clock takes the ball faster up the table so they can go in the pocket. So Goosey's going to do the rainbow, hitting 11 o'clock, starting about right here, and he's going to spin them around the table, and the rainbow will disappear in the corner pocket where Eddie is standing holding the stick. Okay, he missed one shot, so we're going to make an adjustment for that. He's going to do it again. The one shot he missed is because he hit one of them too low. He lost his focus, his concentration, and for some reason, instead of hitting up here, he hit one of the balls down here. It's okay, that's good, you learn by missing. So Eddie's going to set the balls up again for him, with the one ball in the middle, 3 on each side. And the cue ball, which is the cloud behind the rainbow. And Goosey's going to try to do it again, and this time try to keep this concentration and all the way, hitting it high enough, not too low, so that they come around with 11 o'clock English. Okay, that time he missed 2, because now we're going to have him hit it much higher because he's still sticking too low. So turn the camera off, please. Okay, still missed one because he still went too low on one of them. Concentration. So he's going to work on that, and by the time the next video comes out, he'll have it right. Okay, we're going to move on to the next shot. Let's do it. Okay, the next shot is called the wall of balls. We're going to take 4 balls, we're going to take 4 colored balls, and we're going to set them up right in front of the side pocket. We'll take the first ball, place it hanging over the lip of the pocket, right in front of it, and we'll tap it in place. We'll take the second ball and put it directly in front of it in a straight line. The third ball, we'll put it directly in front of it in a straight line, okay? And we'll take the fourth ball and put it directly in front of it in a straight line. And will you check, Goosey, is that a straight line? Look straight. They must be straight. Okay. Now, it looks like a wall. Now, what does a wall do? A wall separates people, right? Goosey, you're over there, I'm over here. If there's a wall between us, we can't have a relationship. For example, if you're jealous of me, then we have a wall, no relationship. If you're angry at me, we have a wall, no relationship. If you're hateful or whatever it is that causes us that, there's a wall. We must knock the wall down. So, we're going to take the triangle, and usually we want to use a wooden triangle if we have it, because a wooden triangle doesn't have the edge. But we're going to use this one to see if it works. And it works very easy with a wooden triangle. And we're going to put the triangle right in front of the one ball like that. Okay? And we're going to make sure that's straight. Is that straight, Goosey? Straight. This end has to be straight. And then we're going to take the 8th ball, and we're going to place the 8th ball in right in front of this side pocket, right right here. And the object of the shot is, we're going to go straight into the, we have a straight line, right? Straight through. We're going to go straight into the line of balls. And the resistance on the rack is going to make the cue ball jump back and make the 8 ball in this pocket right here. Okay, so this is you. We need to have a relationship only after the wall comes down. So after we take the wall down, you and I can have a relationship with each other as friends. So if you have walls in your life with other people, you need to get rid of them, break them down, ask people to forgive you, or just stop being angry, whatever it is. And you know, if you can't have a relationship with people that you see, how can you have a relationship with God who you can't see? Okay, we're going to demonstrate the shot. And the shot is just simply shoot straight in. And when I shoot straight ahead, okay, I have to lift my hand up, otherwise when the ball comes back, it'll hit my hand. So I simply go straight ahead, and that's the triangle. This triangle, because of the edge, jumps up. So maybe if I turn the camera off, we're going to find another triangle. Soft. Soft, not hard, easy. Okay, go ahead, see. Okay. A little too hard. Okay, turn off. Okay, the triangle. Hold on. Okay, we found a triangle, a rack that's a little bit firmer, but it still has an edge on it, and the edge causes it to jump up. So a wooden triangle works every time. You could use an 8-year-old child out of the audience to make this shot with a wooden triangle, as long as it's hit straight. Straight line all the way. What Goose is going to do, he's going to shoot straight ahead. He's going to get his hand up, and the cue ball is going to bounce back and hit the 8 ball. You got to hit it just not hard. Let the weight of the ball go back. Hey, Goosey! All right. Okay, the next shot we're going to do, and Eddie just did it perfectly, is we're going to do the be still shot, and we're going to first set the shot up. Now we need 3 object balls, so we're going to use these 3 balls. We have the 6 ball, the 3 ball, and the 10 ball, and the cue ball. What we're going to do, Goosey, is we're going to come over here and place the red ball right on diamond number 1 going this way. Remember the diamond going this way, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to start with the first ball on diamond number 1, okay? We're going to tap it so it don't move. Then we're going to place the cue ball in the middle like this, okay? And then we're going to take another ball, so we'll use the 10 ball right here like this, okay? They have to be frozen. They've got to be frozen, no gap in between them. Okay, so diamond 1, cue ball, the other ball. Now we're going to take the 6 ball, which we're going to use as the cue ball, and we're going to move it out to straight ahead for the 3 ball, right about there. Okay, diamond 1, going this way, diamond 1, 2, 3. This is diamond 1, in line with the 3 ball, diamond 1. And now what Goosey's going to do is he's going to hit the 6 ball right about here. So it strikes the outer edge of the 10 ball. And so when the 6 ball hits there, the 6 ball will go in there. The 3 ball will slide over here into this pocket on a combination. The 10 ball will come up here on a bank shot. And we have a triangle here. This is another prop we're using to make sure it goes in the pocket, makes the pocket a little bigger. If you get really good at this, you don't even need this, but it's good to start with this training tool, because this pockets are very tight. And that 10 ball's coming up here, and the cue ball never moves. It's be still. Now, what's the principle of this shot? The principle of this shot is that it's good to spend some time being still every single day. Now, I call it a thought for the day. Now, this morning, we had our be still time. Eddie and Goosey were inside. We had a little Bible study. We read some scriptures. And we had a little book. And we had a thought for today. And the thought for today, as Goosey will demonstrate with his hand open, was keep your hand open. Don't hold on to things too tightly, because whatever you have in this life, you can lose them. And the most important thing is you store your treasures in heaven, because you can't lose what you store in heaven. The things in this earth holding on loosely. Okay, we're going to demonstrate the shot. Be still. And Goosey, are you ready to go? Okay, he wants to try it already. So, no problem. He's chalking up before the shot. Now remember, you're going to hit the 6th ball right about there. Okay? And so you got to hit it pretty hard. Uh-oh, look at this shot. Excellent. Well done. On the first attempt. And notice the cue ball did not move. Did not move. Be still. Turn it off, please. Right. Now, keep to the shot. Okay. Now, if you want to hit it that hard, then you have to move the coin back. But we don't want to hit it that hard. So I'm going to put it again. You want to be up as close as you can do. Yeah, you want to be reaching as close. Okay. You missed it. You missed it. You missed it. Concentrate on it. Hey.
Again.
You missed it. Move up. Okay, now concentrate on hitting it straight on and hitting it harder. Perfect. All right, now dialogue.
Here we go.
Okay, so Goosey just made that last shot, which is called the tithe, the dime in the cup. Now, a tithe represents what you give to God, a portion of the money you make, the money you have. Because the reason being for the tithe is that it all belongs to God, but you give back a portion to God in appreciation for Him giving you health and strength and the ability to have a job. So Goosey, I'm going to set it up. Goosey just made the shot. You just saw it on the tape. But the way that you set it up is you go with diamond number 1, 2, 3, 4. Diamond number 2 right in the middle. You put the dime about a half a centimeter. Half a centimeter. Now, in America, a half a centimeter is maybe 1/4 of an inch. I don't know, but it's not too much. It's a half a centimeter, 1/4 of an inch, and then you place the cup, the glass, directly in line, right in front of it. Okay, put the cup back, not so it falls off the edge of the table, maybe about in the middle, so it has a nice position to sit on. And now, Goosey is going to try to get as close as he can because he wants to hit straight into the dime. He must hit exactly in the center so that the dime will pop up in the air and end up in the cup. So he's got to have the right spot or the right position of the dime, which is about a half of a centimeter, and then he has to have the right speed on the cue ball. And depending on how he hits it will determine if he has to hit it softer or maybe even move the dime. Okay, Goosey, you're going to try one more time. Okay, he hit that very accurately straight on, but not enough speed, not hard enough, and that's why it didn't jump up hard. We're going to try one more time because you've already seen him do it. And here we go. And it looks like that. Okay, that time he hit too much speed, so he's got to adjust. And you know, in America we play a lot of baseball. And when you play baseball, you get 3 strikes. 3 strikes and you're out. So he already made it on the first attempt, so congratulations. Good job. Okay, next shot. Okay, the next shot is called the lazy rack. The reason why we do the lazy rack is not to demonstrate to be lazy. It's to demonstrate that we need to not be lazy, but to work. Work is a good thing. And we can tell stories about work because actually, if we wanted to talk, we read in our Bible study this morning, our devotion from Genesis chapter 3, that God gave us work to keep us busy. Because when we're busy, we stay out of trouble. So it's a good idea not to be lazy, but to stay busy, and you have less problems. Okay, so we're going to do the lazy rack. The way you do that the rack is you set up all 15 balls and you rack them up on the spot, right, with one ball in the front. And what we're going to do is we're going to take out the one ball. We're going to lift up the rack and place the cue ball right here like this so that the rack is up in the air. We're going to take the one ball and we're going to draw a straight line with the cue stick from this pocket going straight to diamond number 1. Diamond number 1 is down here. You have diamond 1, diamond 2. Goosey is going to hit the ball with 11 o'clock English, that's top left, and he's going to spin, side spin, and he's going to hit diamond 1, he's going to spin 1, 2, 3 rounds, and go right in to the rack, and the rack looks like a lazy way to rack the balls. Now, one of the things you can do, Lucy, is when you do this shot, you can demonstrate being lazy, when you get really good at it, is you hit the ball, okay, and you can go, and I'll demonstrate first, you can hit the ball, if you got it right, and you can go ahead, and you can take a seat. Now, I missed the shot, I'm too lazy. But I can do that again, one more time, I'm going to adjust. I hit too high, I got to hit low. So we're going to try a little lower, and we'll do it like this. And also, if you're doing a show and you miss the shot, do something funny. Say something funny. Don't be serious if you miss it. You get back up, okay? And now I'm going to try and do it again. And I'm going to go way down there like that. And let's see. Oh. Okay, I try again. Okay, see, they're laughing. It's stupid. It's just a stupid little game anyway. Okay, and now I go up here. Let me try one more time. Maybe the position of the chair is wrong. I shouldn't put the chair there. I put the chair here. Now I can make it because it was blocking. Okay. You see the difference when the chair is here? It makes a big difference. You can't make it. The chair must be here. Now, you see, if you miss, you got the camera ready? Okay, please turn it on. Thank you. Okay, Goosey's ready to try the shot. Goosey set the triangle up. He took the one ball out, put the cue ball there. Now he's going to line a straight line right from the corner, diamond 1 with 11 o'clock English. And would you like a chair, Goosey? Okay. Where would you like the chair? Would you like it here? You sure? Wait a minute. For you. United States? Okay. Okay, here we go. Ready, Lucy? Albania. Yes. Albania. Number 1. Albania! All right, thank you very much. Okay, the next shot we're going to do is the humble shot or the pride shot, depending on which way you want to look at it. Now, everybody knows what pride is, right? Pride is when you make a few shots and you start walking around the table, you know, and you think you're the best, you're the best, you know, you're the best, and your mind gets off of the game, and then you miss your next shot. You see, you can lose a game of pool if you're too prideful. You could also lose in the game of life if you're too prideful. So we have a little shot to help you to be humble, and we're going to call it a humble shot. We're going to take a coin wrapper, which is about 10 centimeters long, and we're going to take one of the balls, we're going to place the coin wrapper right in the center of the table, right there, and place the 5 ball on top of the 10 centimeter coin wrapper. Right? Then we're going to take this coin wrapper, how many centimeters? 6 centimeters, and we're going to take and place another object ball right underneath it, and it sits directly underneath it, and almost, there it is, and it's frozen. You can can see the two balls are almost touching, not quite, and they're in a straight line. Then we're going to take another object ball and we're going to hang it in the pocket as close to the pocket as possible. Okay? And now we're going to take the cue ball, we're going to place it right in the line. We're going to go under, knock the coin wrappers out of the way. We're going to make the 4 ball in the side pocket, but we're going to hit the 4 ball on this side right here so the cue ball gets out of the way, the 5 ball goes in there, and the 6 ball comes back here. And don't forget, when you hit the ball, you must lift your hand up because the 6 ball is coming back to where your hand is, so you have to lift up. And you don't have to hit this shot hard. You can hit the shot medium, not too soft, medium. So we're going to let Goosey try this shot. And Goosey, if you would come over here and aim right underneath the coin wrappers, and you'll see what happens, because there is a scripture verse in the Bible that says, it's in the book of Proverbs, it says, pride comes before a great fall. So this is to remind us that if we're going to be prideful, we're going to fall. Okay, Goosey. Remember, hit to the side of the floor. Not too hard. Just nice and easy. Excellent. Okay, turn off the camera. Okay, the next shot we're going to do is called the family shot. Now, I call it the family shot, but you can make up your own story to go with this shot. Now we're going to start with the first 2 balls that we started with way back in the beginning of the training video when we put 2 balls right here. We had 1 ball starting on the spot, and then we said we put 1 ball in front of it, and then 1 ball on the side. And we had this 15 ball right here, this ball pointing to this point right here, because it's going to throw 1 ball down. This 13 ball on a kiss shot is going to go right here. And we demonstrated that we can make that combination kiss shot, no problem. But now we're going to add 3 more balls to the shot. And we're going to draw a straight line through the center of the table, and we're going to place 1 ball right in the center of the table. Dead center. Diamond 1, 2, 3, 4, diamond 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 feet by 4 feet. So diamond 4 is the center. And also diamond 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's 4 feet wide. So we're at diamond 4, 2, center of the table. Okay? And so we're going to place the ball there, and then we're going to put 1 ball on one side like this. We're going to put another ball on the other side like this. And we have to check to see if they're in a straight line. They have to be a straight line because we want this ball right here, the 11 ball, to hit into the 13 ball so that the 15 goes there, the 13 ball goes there. Now, we're not done yet because what we're going to do is we're going to take out our magic scarf. Because what's a trick shot show without a magic scarf? So we take the magic scarf, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover up the 3 balls. Now they must be in a straight line. You have to make sure that you're in a straight line and hit it without the scarf first when you're practicing it. And then when you've got it in a straight line, then you can take the scarf and put the scarf over the ball. Right over the ball. Tuck it in a little bit here. Don't move the ball. And then you take the cue ball, and straight line, right? Diamond 2, straight, right on the spot, straight. And now you know the ball is underneath the scarf, so you go straight into, you aim for the 13 ball, you know you're going to hit right into the middle ball, and these 2 balls are going to disappear out of the scarf. Now the reason why I call this the family shot is because when I tell the story, this is my mother and this is my father. I'm going to make my father in this corner pocket, I'm going to make my mother in this corner pocket, and I'm going to use the help of my brother and my 2 sisters. But I'm going to cover up my brother and my 2 sisters. Cue ball, this is me. This is me. I was always a little bit different from the rest of my family. My brother's an engineer, my other sister's an accountant, and my other sister married a millionaire, and I became a pool player, and that's why I have no money. You know, pool players, it's hard to make money. Okay, so I was always a little bit different from the rest of the family. So I'm going to cover up my brother and my 2 sisters like this, put it in the center. get a scarf. Okay, any scarf. Okay? And now you put the cue ball right on the. This is 2, 2. That's 2, 2. Okay? And so Goosey is going to shoot straight ahead through the scarf and watch my mother and my father disappear from under. Okay, Goosey, straight ahead. There it is. Excellent. Good job, Goosey. Okay, time to have a look. Okay, the next shot we're going to do is called peer pressure. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up, starting with the 15 ball, we're going to use as the middle ball, and we're going to end up making the 15 ball in any one of the 4 pockets here. And this is called a symmetrical shot, but the name of the gospel trick shot is peer pressure. Now, peer pressure is when people are pushing you in a direction that you shouldn't be going, because God made you to go in a certain direction. Don't let people push you in the wrong direction. We're going to put the 15 ball in the center on diamond 2, 2, and we're going to take and place an object ball on one side, an object ball on the other side, so that there's a straight line, ball on each side, and then we're going to take the red 3 ball, and we're going to place it right here, and there is about a centimeter gap. About a centimeter, maybe a little more, a centimeter and a half. We're going to place the 1 ball, that's the yellow ball, right in front of the blue 2 ball. Now the 2 ball and the 1 ball are frozen. The 3 ball and the 5 ball are frozen. There is 1 centimeter between the 3 and the 15 and the 1 and the 15. Then we're going to take the green 6 ball and place it frozen to the 2 ball, 1 centimeter from the 15 ball. And then we're going to take the purple ball and we're going to take it and place it frozen to the 5 ball, and it's going to be 1 centimeter from the 15. Now, all the balls on the outside are frozen, and there is 1 centimeter gap. 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. The reason why this happens is we slice the table, and we cut the table in half, 4 feet. This is 4 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet. Okay? And this ball, the 15 ball, is in the center of this square. And then these balls are exactly the same, this way, and this way. It's symmetrical on both sides. So now I can make the 15 ball in any one of the 4 pockets, and I can start from here, put the cue ball here, and I can aim the cue ball straight into the green 6 ball, and I'm aiming into the green 6 ball into that pocket, like I'm shooting it straight into the pocket, and this 15 ball will end up in this side pocket. Now, if I move the cue ball over to here, straight line, like I want to shoot the 4 ball into that pocket, the 15 ball will come out and end up in this pocket here. Now, if I move the cue ball over to here, and I shoot straight into the 3 ball, the red 3 ball into this pocket, the 15 ball will come out and go here. And if I come over here, and I put the cue ball here, and I shoot straight into the yellow 1 ball, the 15 ball will come here. So we're making all 4 pockets, the 15 ball in any pocket that you want. Now, the reason why this happens is, if I shoot the cue ball into the 1 ball, the 2 and the 6 move out of the way. The 15 goes off of the 5, hits the 4, and because there's a 1 centimeter gap, it kisses into this corner pocket. Okay, let's demonstrate that. Okay, can you see the 15 ball? Okay, do you have a good shot? Can you see? Can you get the 15 ball coming over here? Or should I shoot from over here? Let me do it this way so you can see in the camera. I will shoot the 3 ball. Now, which pocket you see is the 15 ball that will win? This one. Yes, because I shoot into the 3 ball, the 5 and the 4 move out of the way, the 15 comes and hits the 2, the 6, kiss off the 6, come right here. And it looks like this. Okay, straight into the 3 ball. Yes, thank you. Goosey's reminding me that before I shoot, I should always chalk up chalk up on a 45-degree angle, because the actual point that hits the tip is not the top of the tip or the very side of the tip, but somewhere in between. Okay, so we want to make sure we have chalk. Okay, now watch this. Hit into the 3 ball, 15 ball, right here. Okay, Goosey, you can catch it. You want to catch it? He's going to catch the ball. We don't want to lose the ball down the pocket. So it looks like this. We hit straight ahead into the 3 ball, and it goes right in the pocket like that. Okay, now, what we're going to do is we're going to show that the 15 ball will go in all of the pockets. We're going to set it up again, put it right here like this. Okay, like this, like this. Okay. And by the way, we've tapped, I'm going to let Goosey set it up because we've tapped the balls and there's little marks on the felt. So Goosey knows exactly where to set it up. Now sometimes the balls are a little different size. I can see that you've got to start here because you can't find the spot there. Okay. Okay, and sometimes the balls, it looks like the 2 balls are a little smaller than the 15 ball, but maybe not. Okay, they're falling into place. Very good. See, there you go. Because we tapped, yes, and we got to make sure they're frozen. Okay, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Okay, and we've already practiced this shot before. We know that we have it set up right because we tried every pocket. So we're just showing again how it works. This time I'm going to hit from over here to show the camera so you can see the 15 ball coming into the camera. I'm going to hit straight the 3 ball. I'm going to let Goosey do the shot. He's going to hit straight into the 3 ball. And the 15 ball is going to come right in this side right here. Okay, Goosey? Would you... I'll catch it. We're going to let the 15 ball go in the pocket this time. Goosey straight into the 3, and watch. The 15 ball in the side. Okay, now, what happened? That's very good. I'm so glad he missed that shot. It hit, did you notice on the camera that it hit right here? Okay? That means the gap was a little bit too big. So we're going to set that up again. I'll set it up for Goosey, and I'll close the gap. Okay, that's very good. I'm glad it missed. And again, these balls are different size, so sometimes it messes you up, but that's okay because we're not worried about missing shots because life is full of misses, isn't it? Nobody makes everything. Nobody's perfect. So we can always change the name of the shot from peer pressure to the not so perfect shot, or nobody's perfect shot. So we can do whatever we want with this. But here, I'm going to close the gap. Now watch this for you people in the camera there. He missed the 15 ball, missed right there. Okay, very good, Goosey. So I'm going to close the gap between the 2 and the 15. I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to tap it in place. And I made the gap a little bit smaller. And now Goosey can go ahead and shoot into the green 6 this time. And you'll see that the 15 ball will go right into the side pocket. Okay, excellent. Very good. Now, we're going to show one more thing on that shot, or 2 more things. I want to teach the principle of peer pressure. Because the most important thing about this shot is not making the shot. The most important thing is the principle behind it. So this time we're going to put the 9 ball in the center, the 9 ball in the middle, and we're going to take and put all the balls on the sides, like this. Okay? And we're going to surround. Now, the way that I like to tell the story, and I see that the 2 ball is very small, so we're having trouble with the 2 ball. Okay? Okay? So, the way I like to tell the story is, this is you and I. We are the 9 ball. You 9 ball, me 9 ball, and we have pressure on every side. We're trapped sometimes, and we have pressure all around us. We have forces pushing us one way, the other way. And what I like to think is that everybody has a special direction that God intended them to go. You see, God made each of us very unique and special. I cannot be Goosey, and Goosey cannot be me. God has a plan and a gift, a blessing for Goosey's life, because he can go to places and connect with people and help people that I will never meet and be able to help. Scott's over there, our cameraman. He can go and connect with people and do things that I will never be able to do. So God wants to use all of us, but unless we're in God's special direction that He has for us. You know, there's a verse of Scripture, Jeremiah 29:11, that says, I know the plans I have for you, thus saith the Lord. Plans to prosper you, plans to give you hope and a future, and not to harm you. God doesn't want to hurt you. He wants to give you a special, He has a plan that He has for you, and that He's designed for you, and you will be a blessing to the world, to yourself, and you'll bring glory to God. And peer pressure will try to push you away from the direction that you're supposed to go. So Goosey, you pick a direction. Which direction? Would you like to go north, east, south, or west? He would like to go west. Is that America? That's going towards America. And we're in Albania. Okay, that's okay. And so he wants to go west. So Goosey, where do you put the cue ball if you're going to go west? He wants to go here, he puts it there, right? Because remember, if we start here with the cue ball, the 9 ball will go here. We go here, the 9 ball will go here. We go here, 9 ball will go here, and if we go here, 9 ball will go there. So Goosey picked west. See, that's where you've got to remember. It's not always so easy to remember going west. Okay, so you picked west, Goosey. So where does the cue ball go? Here. Okay. Now, it goes there to go west, right? Now, you saw Goosey make a shot, right? This is no good. When you do a trick shot show, he's not the star of the show, and neither am I. You make somebody in the audience the star. So we have a special person, we call him Donkey. And he's going to come out here in a donkey and do this shot. Now, the reason why we call him Donkey is because really we're all donkeys. You see, we did a Bible study the other day, didn't we? Yes. Where we learned that the donkey carried Jesus into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. And we should all be like a donkey, carrying Jesus on our back, wherever He wants us to go. Obedience. So we have our cameraman who's going to come out. He's going to hit straight into the 1 ball, and he's going to make the 9 ball. And when Goosey is doing a show, Goosey, you need to pick somebody out of the audience, and you need to have fun with them, but yet give them something serious. So, Scott Crooksma from the United States of America, who is a nice donkey. Straight into the 1. There it is. Scott Crooksma, 9 balls. Good job, good job. So that just proves that any donkey can do it. Yeah. Now, the truth is that we all want to be donkeys. So we mean no disrespect. That's a very godly and holy thing. Now, I want to do one more thing. Yes, I'm going to teach Goosey one more thing that's very special with this shot. It's the hardest part of the shot. You see, I did not tell him yet because he thinks this is easy, this shot, but there's more to this shot. You see, we're going to try one more thing. We're going to bring out the magic scarf. And we call this peer pressure, but going in God's direction by faith. So watch this. We're going to take, this time we'll use the red 11 ball, and we'll put that in the middle. Okay? And we'll surround the 11 ball again. The same thing. We have our little marks on the table, so we know that we can surround the 11 ball with all the balls frozen. 1 centimeter gap in between. 1 centimeter gap. Yes? Okay? Okay. Is it Goosey? Do they look right? They're all frozen? Yes? No? If they should fall right into place. If they fall right into place, right? They fall right into place. They're all frozen on the outside, right? But there's a 1 centimeter gap between each one. Now, what we're going to do is, now you showed how the shot is done, right? We picked somebody out of the audience to do the shot. Now, we can do the shot another way. Now, you can pick 3 people out of the audience, have them pick different direction each time. You can say, which direction you want. They can say south. But you say, don't go west like Scott, because Scott, that's the direction God made for Scott. And then tell them to pick, everybody had a different, so you pick 3 people out, maybe 4. But then what you do on the last shot, you can do this 4 times to show all 4 pockets. And then on the last shot, you say, but now we're going to go one more time. And we're going to go very different than the other 4. Very different. And we're going to get our magic scarf. And so we go get our magic scarf, and we take the magic scarf, and we're going to pick this direction here, because you picked this before. I think you said this was west, north, east, whatever, south. For the camera, we're going to pick south for now. And so, where do we put the cue ball to make the 11 ball? This ball right here. We put it right here. Now, where are we aiming? We're aiming into the 1 ball and straight into the pocket, correct? Okay, there is a straight line. No. There is a straight line. I just want you to watch. There's a straight line. Make a straight line between the, put it closer. Put the cue ball closer. Yeah, make it easy. Okay, a little bit back, a little bit. Straight line now. It's a straight. So what Goosey wants to do is hit the cue ball straight into the 1 into this pocket. But Goosey, we're going to go by faith. Because, you know, God has a special direction in your life. But you must go by faith. That means, you know what faith is? Faith is when you can't see the end result. You see, most people, they want to have money in their pocket. They want to have everything set up for them, don't they? But now Lucy knows he's going to aim straight into the pocket. And now that ball, what is the number ball? Was that?
Number 9.
No, number 11. The number 11 ball is going to come out from under the magic scarf and end up this direction right here. But Goosey's going to go by faith. And of course, Goosey, when you're doing the shot, you know you're aiming for here, but they don't know what you're doing. They just think you're going into that by faith. Okay? Now, one more thing. Okay, one more thing. That's okay. The placement of the scarf is important. It will not come out if you put it like this. No, it'll catch. Yeah, you can't put it like this because you're going here. You can't put it like this. You can't put it like this. You must put the corner short. Just to cover. You understand? Now, Goosey will make the 11 ball going south, and he will go by faith. There it is. Now, he didn't have to hit it that hard. He hit it very hard. But you hit it easy. You hit it easy. So he hit it too hard because you couldn't even see. The 11 ball went in so fast. So we're going to do it one more time, and I want him to hit it slow.
Can you slow down?
Slow. No, I want you to do so you get used to it. And also, that's okay. Now this time I'm going to use the 13 ball. Set it up again. Okay. And this time I want you to hit it. Line it up. Now you place it on the table. Now, right. Now I want you to go close enough so you can use a bridge on the table. Put your hand on the table. You know what I mean by bridge? Yeah, like that. That's right. You don't want to do the way you were doing. It's too hard. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Now you got it lined up?
Yes.
Now, once you put the cue ball down there in the show, now you can be talking to the audience. You know the cue ball's not going to... You talk to the audience. And then you go and you put the scarf, lay the scarf over. Remember, the shirt in, and now you can make the shot. And what ball was that going in there?
13.
13? Hit it easy. No, it's okay. Hit it easy. Easy. 13. Okay, that was too easy. So that's okay. First one, too hard, but we know it goes hard. That one too easy. Let's see if we can now go in the middle. Because if you hit it too easy, it changes the shot.
I think the scarf.
Yeah, too easy, it catches the scarf.
Yes.
Right. So now I want you to hit it easy. Okay? Okay? It's okay. Okay? And you know, it's always good to miss. Because when you miss, it shows that you're human. It shows that you're not perfect. And you can make fun of that. We like to make fun when we make mistakes because we don't make mistakes. Okay? Okay, Lucy? Yes. Here we go. Okay. He made it right there. He hit it easy, but it wasn't a shot. All right. Turn it off, please. 2 more gospel trick shots that we're going to do. Goosey, come over here, please. Now, this next shot is called Trust. By the way, I want you to see the cue stick here that was specially made. It's called the Jesus cue. It's got a picture of Jesus on it. And it's got, down here it says, can you zoom in on that, Scott? It says, all for Jesus. Can you see that? All for Jesus? And if you turn it around, it's got the Gospel Trick Shot logo on it, because this is a Gospel Trick Shot show. And Gospel Trick Shot, of course, is a ministry that's devoted to using the game of billiards to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. And what we do, as you've been watching the video, is we use the position of the balls, the colors of the balls, the direction the balls are going, and the number of balls in the shot to illustrate biblical or spiritual principles, life lessons, things, thoughts for today, and things that would point people to Jesus. And here's a picture, can you get that, Scott? And here's a picture of Jesus on the stick, because that's what we all want. Everything we do on the pool table, we want to point people to Jesus. Okay? Now the last shot we're going to do, or no, we have 2 more, but this shot is called Trust. Now, I don't have a real live person here because I want to say this before I try the shot. Please, whoever is watching this DVD, do not try this with a live person unless you're a professional. This is a dangerous shot. Unless you're a professional player, do not try this shot with a live person. Normally, what I do, and I'm a professional player, and I've done this thousands of times, is I lay somebody on the table, and this, let's make believe that this is their head. Their head is right here. Can you see this whole area here, Scott? Can you get it in the camera? And what I do is I take that person, and I put the piece of chalk in their mouth. They bite it between their teeth, and I place their favorite color ball, and in this case I pick a red ball. They might say red. A lot of people like red as their favorite color. And then I might joke around with them. I say to them, you mean red like blood? And then everybody goes, ooh, they don't know what I'm going to do quite yet. And I put the red ball on top of the piece of chalk that's in their mouth. Now I must tell you, before I do that, I usually put the ball and the piece of chalk in their mouth last. Because the first thing I must do is I must build a tower of chalk. 1, 2, 3, 4, usually 4 or 5 pieces of chalk. This would be a big-headed person. If I'm using a little person, I would use 4 pieces of chalk. A bigger person, I'd use 5 pieces of chalk. So again, I want to tell you, unless you're a professional player, do not, I mean professional, one of the best in the world, do not do this shot with a real person. Okay, I'm not recommending it. What you can do instead is you can do what I'm doing here. You can make a head of a dummy, or you could make some kind of a platform, and you could put the ball, put the chalk up here and make believe it's in somebody's mouth. Place the cue ball on top of the 5 pieces of chalk, and then what you do is you line up the chalk, you line up the cue ball and the 3 ball to go down into this corner pocket down here. A straight line, like you want to shoot it out of the person's mouth and into the corner pocket. Now, I have here a triangle. I put it right here to make the pocket bigger. Now, Goosey was practicing this shot before, and he was making it without even using the triangle. That's how good he was hitting it. Now, the whole secret to this shot is that when you hit the shot, it's very important that you're aiming in a straight line to that pocket, but you're hitting this ball, which is the 3 ball, straight ahead. And when the 3 ball, when the cue ball hits into this ball, it strikes the 3 ball, the cue ball goes this way, and the 3 ball goes this way, and the person's face is underneath. It won't touch their face. It might go down the side of their cheek very likely, but they won't feel anything. But you must be very, very accurate to be able to do this shot. So again, I'm recommending that you use a dummy and not a real person unless you're a professional. Okay, now Goosey's going to shoot this shot. Now, what I do with a person, the reason why I call this shot Trust, is because I take a real person. And Goosey, I'm going to use you as an example since you trust me and I'm a professional. I'm going to first have you do it this way, and then I'm going to to do you as a live model, okay? Now, the reason why this is called trust is because the person that's laying there has to trust the shooter. But let's have Lucy shoot it first, and let's demonstrate the 3-ball in this corner pocket. And Lucy, line it up and make sure, and you got a good line, yep. Excellent. Okay, he hit it perfect. Okay, he hit it just enough that the cue ball went that way, 5-ball went that way, and went in the pocket. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these Bibles, and we're going to lay Lucy on the table, and we're going to demonstrate what it looks like with a professional doing it in a live show. And I would ask Lucy what his favorite ball is, and since we don't have the red 3-ball, we have the blue ball, as in black and blue. You know when you get hit, it's black and blue. Yeah. That's your favorite color, blue? And we're going to move you back, and you want to put your head right by this corner pocket, all the way. Your shoulder goes up on the table like this, over more. Oh, yeah. Your head is close. You want your head as close to the rail there, and the top of your head there, okay? Because it makes it easier. Okay? Now, Goosey, let's see, maybe he's only a 4 chalk head. I don't think he's a 5. No, he's got a little head. So we can take away 1 piece of chalk, and we can make him a 4 chalk head. And before I shoot this shot, what I would say to Goosey is I would say, do you trust me? Now he says yes, and anybody that would volunteer to do this shot with me would of course say yes, otherwise they would not do this. But then I would say to them, you know, people disappoint you. And then maybe he gets a little nervous now because I say people disappoint you. And I say, you know, you have to have your trust in somebody who will never disappoint you. You see, we are people, human beings, and we disappoint each other, but God will never disappoint you. So I would suggest, he's ready to leave. He says, in that case, I'm not going to trust you. But he's going to fold his hands like this, okay? And now I'm going to get down. And I'm going to ask you if you have dental insurance. Yes? Fix your teeth in case something? No. He doesn't have dental insurance, but don't worry. I've never been hurt yet doing this shot. I have never gotten hurt. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. And he's going to do it. Okay. And tilt your head back. Okay. And he's not going to move. Don't move. And he's, okay, very still. Very still. And the 2-ball in the corner pocket. And it looks something like... Now you notice that ball popped out of the pocket because the rack was moved a little bit, but you get the idea. Would you like to try it again? It's so much fun he wants to do it again. So we'll move the triangle up here a little bit, and we'll go ahead and put it here. It's so much fun. And we'll put the 2-ball right there. It says, don't, your head's got to go back more. Shoulder over. We want to make it as easy as possible. Okay, don't move. Okay, we put the cue ball right here like this, 4 pieces of chalk. We line it up, and this time we go in the pocket. I'll chalk up my cue stick. I'll get down on 1 knee. I'll line up the shot, and after I have it lined up, I go ahead and I simply shoot, and it goes right in every time. Very good. Okay, now that's trust. Now, turn the camera off, please. It was starting. Okay, there are 3 basic shots in the game of billiards. And I'm going to demonstrate the follow shot, the stop shot, and the draw shot. And there are spiritual principles that are attached to these 3 shots. The first shot is the follow shot. I'm going to hit 12 o'clock on the cue ball. That is 1 tip above the center of the ball. And I'm going to hit 1 ball in this corner pocket. And I'm going to follow with 12 o'clock. It's going to cause the cue ball to follow down to make the 5 second. And it looks like this. Make the 1, follow down, shot on the 5. And I want to ask you a question. Who or what are you following in your life? Because all of us are following somebody. Now the second shot that we're going to do is I'm going to try to put the 5-ball here, and I'm going to put the 6-ball here, and this is called the stop shot. Now in the last shot I hit above the center of the ball, 12 o'clock. Now I'm going to hit about the center of the ball because I want to stop the cue ball. After I make the 6 in there, I want the cue ball to stop so that I can make the 5 in there. So I hit slightly below the center, and I hit, and I go like, and it stops. And I can make the 5 next. Now, if you're following in the wrong direction, you need to stop. You need to stop. And I want to demonstrate the third principle, and I'm going to put the 5-ball this side of the table all the way up here. I'm going to take and place an object right here, like this. And the first shot I did was the follow shot. How much more time do I have?
I don't know, but it's 2 minutes.
Okay, and the first shot I did was the follow shot, and I said if you're following in the wrong direction, you need to stop. That was the second shot. Now the third shot is 6 o'clock English, come on back. Maybe if you're following in the wrong direction, you need to stop and come on back. And this is the come on back shot. And maybe for you out there, coming on back is coming on back to the things of the Lord. And here it is, 6 o'clock, come on back. And it's coming back slowly, and it's coming back for the final. And so the most important thing about those 3 shots is to remember that if you're following in the wrong direction, you need to stop. And maybe you need to come on back to what you know in your heart is right. God bless you all. This is Gospel Trick Shot Ministries. This is the Gospel Trick Shot RACK team training video. And thank you so much for being with us. God bless you. And Goosey, we'd like to thank Goosey, Scott, and Eddie. We say goodbye. God bless you all. And farewell from Albania.
Good.
Okay, that's the follow. Stop.